What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another F10 video. So on the agenda for today is something that I've wanted to do with one of my cars for as long as I've been driving cars, honestly, and that would be attempting to do paint correction on my own car. So up to this point, the cars I've had before the F10 have been in like too rough of a condition for me to try to do paint correction. Like maybe there were paint chips or there was bubbling paint, and I just didn't feel comfortable because it's something I've never ever done before. But the F10 is, I mean, minus of course all the scratches and like little imperfections, like the paint is good, like it's ready to go. And I figured in an attempt to sort of prep the car for the upcoming wrap that I want to do on it, I had already planned to clay bar the car before that, so I figured why not try my hand at doing some paint correction while I'm here. And if it turns out good, this video, maybe this will be like part 1 of 2, where I do like a section today and kind of show you the before and after. And then if it turns out okay, I'll go ahead and do the whole car and then show you guys like maybe a little more of that process, or you know, at the very least just what it looks like before and after with the whole car being paint corrected. But I thought it'd be a cool little video. I'm going to use a Harbor Freight polisher. I've seen nothing but good things for it. It's a cheap little polisher, and some polishing pads that I also picked up from Harbor Freight. And I figure we'll just kind of see how it goes and see how this turns out. So let's just hop right into it. Now, really quick before we hop into this, I want to point out, like I want to stress so much that if you're a professional and you do this for a living, or you've done this more than a few times and you know what you're doing, the process that I'm going to take to do this is just what I've seen on the internet. I've seen other people, like beginner videos, use this same process that I'm going to do. So I'm not claiming I'm a professional. I'm 1000% sure that there's going to be a better way to do it. And so please, if you like, at least get to this point and then skip further in the video and see what I do, just know that I'm learning. This is 100% a new skill for me, and I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try to not screw this up. I'm not too worried about it if I do. I don't think I will, but I'm not worried about it if I do, because again, the car is gonna be wrapped and it already has different colored front and rear bumpers, so I'm not worried. But please try to leave any hate out of the comments. Just know that this is, you know, without spending a ton of money getting the best products and spending time on some like, you know, junk hood or something that I had laying around, like I don't have that. I'm just doing what I can with what I have. So please just, you know, I'm trying my best here. Don't lay it into me too hard. But anyways, let's move on to the process and getting it started. All right, so just so you can get an idea, this is my trunk. This is what we're going to be working with today. And if you look, I mean, obviously there's just so many like swirl marks and like scratches and all sorts of other little imperfections that we're going to try to take care of. So I think what I want to do, let me zoom out real quick and flip the camera around. So I think what I want to try to do is tape off half of the trunk and then kind of go through one side and just compare the two and see if, you know, I do more damage than good, or if I actually can clean it up pretty good compared to the other side. And if it turns out good, I'll, you know, kind of briefly go through the other side, but, you know, blend the bad side into the good side, and just see where we end up, man. I'm excited to try this. I've always wanted to do this. So, but yeah, so I think that will be a cool little like before and after, or compare like side to side and just validate whether or not I'm even doing this right or not. So let's hop right into cleaning up the trunk and getting the dust off, and then starting to clay bar and prep it for polish. So I just got done clay barring this side of the trunk. I haven't touched this side, but I want to show you guys something real quick. If you're unfamiliar with like the clay bar process and the whole reason why you even do it, is it's gonna be kind of hard to pick up. Hopefully you guys could hear. I'll raise the volume, but listen to what it sounds like when I rub my glove for like my hand with the glove on it, across this part of the trunk and then across that part of the trunk. Watch, ready? All right, now onto this side of the trunk. See how you almost can't hear anything? That's because we removed all of the contaminants and like surface, like I want to say like dirt and debris and stuff, like right on the surface of the paint here, and we haven't done it to this side. So again, like at least for me, if you guys couldn't hear that, what basically is happening is as I rub my hand across, I could feel like contaminants on this side of the trunk, whereas now this is nice and smooth and ready for compound and polish. So that's the whole point of why we do this, because if I try to polish this side, then I think I'd make it way worse than had I not clay barred. Like if I hadn't clay barred this, this would actually end up probably worse than it is now, because I'd just be swirling around all those contaminants, versus over here, now that it's nice and smooth, versus again over here. So we did that. I'm gonna retape this because this is all wet and I don't want this to get all like goopy with like tape residue. I'm gonna take this off, wipe it, and retape it, and then we'll start cutting this, or like, you know, using the compound to start cutting this like top layer of clear coat, and then we'll get to polishing. All right, so what we're gonna use to start the process is just this Meguiar's Ultimate Compound. I've already prepped this pad, so all I did was kind of like do a couple dots and then like, you know, wipe it into the pad, because this was a brand new pad. I bought this today, again, from Harbor Freight. And then, so now I'm going to put a couple dots, and then we're just going to start like the way I saw in the videos. All we're going to do is we're kind of going to go on the lowest setting and kind of set it in there, and then we'll turn it up a little bit and just kind of go and make our passes back and forth, and then wipe it off and see what we end up with. So here we go. So I ended up going over this side 2 more times. There's still a little bit of scratches, as you can see, but I want to show you guys real quick. Here's the driver's side that I've been working on compared to the passenger side. Look how bad that is. So you can tell there's still like some light scratches and stuff. I don't know if maybe like my technique is just not right, or these are like pretty significant. I'd have to go like a few times over. But compared to this side, you can tell like we're definitely making progress. And so I'm gonna go ahead and polish this now, and then hopefully clean up some of those remaining scratches that you could see like around here and stuff, and then we'll compare. And then assuming it continues to tread and this you know, continues to look better and better, then we'll just move on to finishing the whole trunk and check it out from there. Alright, so that was just the first pass with the polishing compound. I'm going to wipe it off and see how it looks, and I think we'll do maybe just one more and then take off the tape and compare the sides. Alright, so I finished up a second polish on this side, and as you can see, like significantly better. Like look at, let's see if I can get the camera to focus. Like so much better. Now obviously, if I zoom in, like you can still see there's like a few scratches and stuff, like on this side and on this side. But I mean, compared to this side of the trunk, I mean, oh my gosh, look at all of this. Like we definitely made it better. I think that probably overall, this could have like significantly benefited from maybe like a wet sand first, but I mean, considering I'm trying to like not keep the car this color, I don't think it's worth that much effort. I have considered in the meantime maybe like paint matching these bumpers, just because, I mean, with a little bit of elbow grease and, you know, less than $100 worth of tools, like if I even rattle canned these and like let them dry and did like a 2-stage clear coat, I think I can get pretty close to like what I just showed you guys on this left side of the trunk. Like I don't think it would be impossible to do. I don't know. We're still kind of trying to figure it out. I'm still, you know, weighing my options. I do want to wrap the car, but I mean, the longer I have it like this and the more, you know, especially now trying the paint correction and seeing like what, even getting it that close, like even getting it like that much less scratched up, like it looks really good. And like I'd be lying to you guys if I said like I wouldn't like to see this whole car this color paint corrected, right? So I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but so far I'm like really stoked. I'm gonna go ahead and lift this tape up and I'll show you guys one more pointing pretty high. I'm gonna lift this tape up and show you guys one more kind of like before and after, and then I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the whole trunk and wrap this video up. Alright, so I just took the tape off and you could very, very, very clearly see where we go from like paint corrected to not paint corrected. Like it's very easy. You can see this line right here. I'm stoked with it, you guys. I mean, for literally my first time ever trying this, and like, I mean, from what I could see, I haven't like damaged the paint at all. Like, I'm stoked. Man, look how like flared out that is. That's insane. And that's like, I mean, not perfect, but like, dude, way better. Cool, man. I'm really excited to like finish this whole trunk and like maybe get it out in the sun and get some like a better idea for how this is. But I'm gonna wrap this up real quick and show you guys after, maybe when I pull it out, and then wrap this up. I'm gonna pull it out into the sun and get some, I guess, like cool B-roll and, you know, see what it looks like out there. Like maybe that's kind of the true test of seeing it, what it looks like in the sunlight. But yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed. It was just a Harbor Freight polish tool. I'm pretty sure you can pick these up now for like 60 bucks or whatever. And then I picked up, this is a polishing pad specifically. In the one in the beginning, the orange one was the like compound pad. Both of which I got from Harbor Freight today for like 10 bucks each. The polisher my buddy has, but I'll throw up like a screenshot of what they cost now. I'm pretty sure they're like 60 bucks or something, so not bad. And you know, again, this is just Meguiar's Ultimate Polish, and then the other one is Meguiar's Compound. But yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed that one. This one is like, I'm really stoked on this. This is like really cool to kind of like try a new skill and kind of get it. You know, I'm definitely not sitting here saying I'm good at it at all, but like it's one thing to like install a part, it's a whole nother thing to try something and not absolutely screw it up. So yeah, man, I think we'll wrap it up here. I'm gonna get some B-roll clips and we'll call it quits on this one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.